Imagine moving to a new country, starting a fresh life, only to be sent back within months. This is happening to thousands of immigrants in Europe today. Immigration has become one of the most pressing issues across Europe, with the continent experiencing a significant increasing migration over the past decade. Millions of migrants have sought refuge across European borders. In 2020, there were around 87 million international migrants residing in Europe. This number increased by almost 16% from 2015, when there are about 75 million international migrants. Meanwhile, illegal border crossings remain a major concern, with over 190,000 irregular entries into Europe in 2024 alone. These issues have led many European countries to clamp down through tighter border controls and systematic deportation policies. Today, many European nations are ramping up deportations, enforcing stricter immigration laws, and tightening asylum policies. Countries like France, Germany, and Sweden are leading the way in returning undocumented migrants, with thousands of deportations recorded in just the past year. In this video, we will explore top 10 European countries sending back immigrants. At the heart of this shift is a desire to curb illegal immigration while also addressing social and economic pressures. But the real question remains, which European countries are taking the hardest stance on immigration, and why? Before starting this video, I kindly request we are making a video for you using lots of effort and research. So please don't forget to like this video and subscribe channel. Number 10, Poland. Poland has seen a significant rise in immigration in recent years, surpassing 2.2 million in 2023. This surge is largely driven by migrants from Ukraine, Belarus, and other neighboring countries. However, with the rising number of illegal immigrants and overstayed visas, the Polish government has intensified its immigration enforcement. Poland's deportation numbers are soaring. Over 20,000 people were deported in the last year alone. The government emphasizes illegal entries, asylum rejections, and criminal records as primary reasons, signaling a hardline approach. Deportation trends reveal a growing urgency to protect borders. Even legitimate visa holders are under scrutiny, with overstayed visas becoming a significant deportation trigger. Asylum seekers? Nearly 80% of applications were rejected in recent years. These statistics speak volumes about the policy shift in Poland. Poland's immigration laws are among the strictest in Europe. Illegal entry and overstaying visas now carry harsher penalties, with swift deportation as the primary recourse. The government insists these measures are vital to ensuring national security and controlling illegal activities. Statements from officials underline this commitment. Leaders argue that declining to regulate immigration threatens the country's stability. Critics, however, label this stance restrictive and unfair to those seeking a better life. The debate rages on. As Poland continues to grapple with growing immigration numbers, its policies are attracting international attention. The country's efforts to curb illegal immigration and manage asylum processes will likely remain a central issue in the coming years. Number 9, Austria. Austria has become a key destination for immigrants seeking a better future. As of recent reports, Austria hosts around 1.8 million immigrants, making up roughly 20% of its population. This marks a growing dependency on foreign workers. But the surge also raises concerns about managing illegal immigration and asylum seekers. In 2022 alone, Austria registered over 100,000 immigration applications. Yet, a significant portion faced rejections, particularly in asylum cases. Applicants with overstayed visas, criminal records, or lack of valid claims often find themselves at risk of deportation. Deportation in Austria has surged by 30% compared to previous years. Records show 12,000 individuals were sent back in 2022, including failed asylum seekers and those caught for illegal entry. For many, Austria's strict immigration system becomes an insurmountable hurdle. Government officials justify these rising figures by citing security concerns and law enforcement efforts to curb illegal activity. Overstayed visas, border violations, and rejected asylum appeals often trigger deportation procedures, leaving many families torn apart. Austria's immigration policies are among Europe's toughest. To prevent illegal entry, the government has scaled up border controls and expedited deportation processes. Applicants without valid documentation or with criminal records face almost guaranteed rejection. Asylum seekers are particularly affected. With only 35% approval in 2022, Austria remains a challenging destination for those escaping conflicts or persecution. These strict measures aim to ensure national security, but their impact on individuals is profound. Austria's leaders claim these policies protect the economy, maintain social stability, and deter human trafficking. Government statements emphasize a zero-tolerance stance on illegal immigration, with stricter laws in development. Number 8. Belgium. Belgium has seen its immigrant population steadily rise in recent years, with 2.3 million immigrants now calling the country home. That immigrants account for over 17% of Belgium's total population, with a noticeable rise in immigration, particularly from non-EU countries. This increase is driven by labor migration, asylum seekers, and family reunifications. However, Belgium is tightening its immigration policies in response to the growing number of illegal immigrants and overstayed visas. In recent years, Belgium has seen a sharp increase in deportations, with thousands sent back annually. In 2023 alone, over 11,000 deportation cases. Significant number of these deportations are due to illegal entry, criminal records, and asylum rejections. Nearly 60% of asylum applications are rejected, reflecting the government's stricter stance on immigration. The government states that deportations target individuals who fail to meet legal requirements or pose security risks, including those with criminal records. However, critics question whether these deportations always align with human rights and ethical values. The balance between security and compassion remains a point of contention. Belgium's immigration policies aim to deter undocumented migration while maintaining strict oversight of legal processes. New rules include faster asylum claim processing and expanded border checks. Overstayed visas or incomplete documentation now carry harsher penalties, leaving little room for exceptions. The government stresses these measures are necessary to preserve order and security. Illegal immigration remains a pressing issue for Belgium. Border controls have been tightened to prevent unauthorized entries, but challenges persist. From individuals crossing borders without proper documentation to overstaying visas, these cases strain the system and contribute to rising deportation numbers. Illegal entries often involve high risks. Many immigrants arrive seeking a better life, only to face detention or eventual expulsion. Belgium's government has doubled down on its commitment to manage immigration effectively. In official statements, leaders emphasize preserving security while offering legal channels for newcomers. While these policies are backed by the government, critics argue that they disproportionately impact vulnerable groups, such as refugees and asylum seekers. Number 7. Greece. Immigration in Greece is hitting record numbers, with an escalating influx of individuals seeking asylum or better opportunities. Greece currently hosts a diverse immigrant population exceeding hundreds of thousands. Recent data shows a sharp rise in incoming immigrants, but alongside these arrivals are growing challenges. In 2023 alone, illegal entries into Greece increased by 25%, ramping up pressure on the country's resources and policies. To address this influx, Greece has ramped up deportations, with over 15,000 deportations recorded in 2023. The government has rejected more than 70% of asylum applications in recent years, signaling a tougher stance on immigration, targeting illegal entrants, asylum rejections, and those overstaying visas. Stricter policies enforce immediate action against individuals with criminal records, making deportation announcements a frequent headline in national news. Illegal immigration rates have complicated Greece's stance. Many immigrants enter by sea, desperate to escape conflict or poverty. While some seek refuge, others face asylum rejections or deportations under these stricter policies. It's a delicate balance between compassion and protecting national interests. Greek leaders emphasize border security as a top priority. Government statements highlight the need to safeguard the country while maintaining its humanitarian obligations. From enhanced surveillance to border patrol upgrades, Greece is walking a tightrope to manage rising pressures without compromising sovereign controls. While the government defends these policies as vital for Greece's stability, argue that they may disproportionately affect vulnerable populations. Number 6. Netherlands. The country has become a desirable destination for migrants. The Netherlands has seen a steady increase in its immigrant population, reaching around 2.3 million in 2023. Immigration has been rising due to both labor migration and asylum seekers, particularly from countries such as Syria, Afghanistan, and Turkey. As the immigrant population grows, the government has implemented stricter immigration policies to address illegal immigration and overstayed visas. The Dutch government has implemented one of Europe's strictest sets of immigration laws. From asylum to work permits, the rules have become tougher, casting a wide net to tackle illegal immigration. The policies aim to curb overstayed visas and ensure proper documentation for all entrants. Illegal immigration is a major concern. Reports show an increase in undocumented arrivals, leading to issues of legal processing and enforcement. Dutch agencies now record thousands of deportations each year, an upward trend reflecting the government's hardline stance. Though these measures are designed to strengthen national security, they've provoked intense debate. Critics argue they harm vulnerable asylum seekers, while the government insists on protecting its borders. Deportations in the Netherlands have been climbing, with over 8,000 people deported in 2023. This surge is primarily due to illegal entry, asylum rejections, and criminal records. The government has rejected more than 60% of asylum applications in recent years, signaling a harder line on immigration. Additionally, overstayed visas are being closely monitored, contributing to an increase in deportation numbers. The Netherlands has enacted some of Europe's most stringent immigration laws, with severe penalties for illegal entry and visa overstays. The government argues that these measures are necessary to maintain national security and manage immigration effectively. Border security has been tightened, and faster asylum processing is being prioritized to deter illegal immigration. While these policies are supported by the government as crucial for national stability, they have sparked debates over their impact on vulnerable groups, especially asylum seekers. The Netherlands' immigration policies remain a highly contested issue in European politics. Number 5. Italy. Italy is home to over 5 million immigrants, accounting for nearly 9% of the population. In recent years, Italy has experienced a significant increase in immigration, with asylum applications nearly doubling from 77,200 in 2022 to 136,826 in 2023. The increasing arrival of undocumented individuals has sparked debates on how to manage this influx. This balance between compassion and control defines Italy's growing immigration crisis. In 2022, Italy received 85,000 asylum applications, rejecting over 50% due to incomplete documentation or legal restrictions. Meanwhile, illegal border crossings surged beyond 100,000 cases, highlighting the immense burden on local authorities. The data further reveals that nearly 30% of deportees had overstayed their visas, largely fueled by turmoil in nations like Tunisia, Libya, and Afghanistan. And seeing this influx of immigration in response, the government has implemented stricter immigration policies, including extending the detention period for illegal migrants from 3 to 18 months. Deportation numbers are at a record high, with an estimated 12,000 individuals deported in 2022, up from fewer than 9,000 the previous year. With enhanced border patrols and streamlined deportation procedures, the focus is on sending back those lacking documentation. Italy's immigration policies have tightened significantly under new leadership. The introduction of restrictive rules, such as limiting asylum applications and cutting migrant rescue permits, signals a tough stance. Immigration is reshaping Spain like never before. With growing numbers of immigrants and stricter deportation rules, the country faces a mounting challenge. Number 4. Spain. Spain is home to over 7.5 million of immigrants in 2024, with new arrivals steadily increasing every year. Recent data shows that over 15% of Spain's current population consists of foreign nationals. This rise is driven by economic opportunities and Spain's strategic geographic location acting as a gateway to Europe. But alongside legal immigrants, illegal immigration is also on the rise. Many enter through Spain's borders, especially via Ceuta and Melilla. With overstayed visas, unauthorized entries, and asylum hopefuls increasing, Spain's systems are being pushed to their limits. In response to rising immigration, Spain has intensified its deportation efforts. The first quarter of 2024, the country deported 2,515 irregular migrants, positioning it as the fourth highest in expulsions within the European Union. These rigorous enforcement actions are the result of Spain's newer, more restrictive immigration policies. Authorities underscore their commitment to managing illegal immigration while addressing national security concerns. Spain's government is enacting laws to curb unauthorized immigration, Stricter visa procedures, asylum scrutiny, and increased border security measures are in place. This reflects national and EU-wide concerns about regulating immigration flows efficiently. Government statements have continuously emphasized creating a structured, rule-based approach, balancing enforcement with compassion. Number 3. Sweden. Sweden, known for its humanitarian approach, now faces a pivotal moment in its immigration story. With immigration steadily becoming a hot-button issue, the country is grappling with stricter policies to manage growing challenges. As of 2024, Sweden's immigrant population has surpassed 2.1 million, reflecting significant migration trends. However, roughly 40,000 cases of illegal residents have been reported this year alone. Approximately one-third of recent asylum seekers have seen their applications rejected, with many being sent back to their home countries. Over the years, Sweden has seen substantial growth in its immigrant population, with around 20% of its residents of foreign origin. These numbers reflect both legal immigrants and refugees from war-torn regions seeking safety. Despite Sweden welcoming immigrants for decades, the increasing numbers are putting pressure on its resources. In 2024, updated data reveals a rising number of asylum applications, illegal entries, and overstayed visas. Deportation efforts are reflected in the data, with nearly 15,000 individuals deported in 2023, up from 12,000 the previous year. Reports also highlight increases in deportations linked to criminal records, or violations such as fraudulent claims and expired documentation. These numbers emphasize Sweden's stance on upholding legal systems. Notably, Sweden has also reduced pathways for permanent residency. The tightening of such laws reflects a growing concern about managing resources and addressing illegal immigration. Number 2. Germany. Germany, one of Europe's largest immigrant destinations, is at a crossroads as it intensifies measures to control illegal immigration and enforce stricter laws. Germany is home to over 14 million immigrants, making up roughly 17% of its population. Over the years, this number has grown as people seek opportunities amidst a global refugee crisis. But despite this influx, immigration policies have tightened, drawing a tough line between legal residents and undocumented individuals. In 2022 alone, Germany received over 240,000 asylum applications, a sharp rise compared to previous years. Germany has introduced stricter laws to address unauthorized entries and overstays. Tightened measures mean heightened border control, faster asylum review processes, and deportation approvals. Illegal entries into Germany have been surging, creating a challenge for border enforcement agencies. In 2022, authorities reported over 50,000 cases of illegal entry, reflecting mounting pressure on border controls. Deportations, too, have sharply risen, with 12,945 individuals deported in the first half of 2023 alone, up 27% compared to the previous year. Asylum rejection rates present another facet of this complex issue. Recent reports showed that over 50% of asylum applications were denied, leaving thousands vulnerable to deportation. The impact of these policies goes beyond numbers. Tightened rules create uncertainty for immigrants already contributing to Germany's economy and culture. Deportation stories often highlight heartbreaking personal losses and family separations. Number 1. France. Immigration in France is grabbing global headlines as the government tightens its grip on illegal entries and overstayed visas. France is home to approximately 7 million immigrants, representing nearly 11% of its population. However, immigration trends have steadily risen. According to the latest data, 20 to 25% of total arrivals are undocumented, entering illegally or overstaying their visas. The numbers paint a complex picture. Over recent years, deportation numbers have risen sharply. In 2022 alone, French authorities rejected thousands of asylum claims, marking a 31% rejection rate. Overstayed visas accounted for a significant portion of deportations. Between January and August 2023, deportations exceeded 10,000 people, nearly doubling from previous years. This surge highlights the government's response to rapidly changing immigration dynamics. France's government has reinforced immigration enforcement with tough new laws to combat rising illegal entries. These measures focus on tracking overstayed visas, blocking unauthorized migration pathways, and swiftly deporting individuals who break immigration rules. Government officials argue these laws aim to protect national security. address overburdened immigration services, and ensure compliance. While policies shape the big picture, the human stories of deportations tug at emotions. Asylum seekers rejected after months of waiting, families divided by visa overstays, and individuals facing deportation for minor offenses reveal the extensive fallout of strict laws. So have you seen these 10 European countries sending back immigrants? With stricter immigration laws and rising deportation rates, this remains a controversial and evolving issue across Europe. While some countries focus on deporting illegal immigrants, others deport individuals who fail to obtain legal status. With ongoing migration challenges, what do you think about these policies? Are they necessary? Or should governments take a different approach? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.